Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Maker 2199 coming with another commentary. Today, I'm gonna talk to you guys about responsibility. So, since school just finished for me this semester, there's a few things that I've noticed that some people did that kind of piss me off because we're supposed to be adults already and we're supposed to be responsible for our things, our schoolwork, and all of that stuff. And it's really frustrating to meet people that are 22 or even older than that, and they're still not responsible. They behave like high school children or even worse. So that's what I'm gonna be talking about. And it was really frustrating, so I'm gonna give you an example of something that happened this semester. We had some teamwork. Our teams were chosen by our instructor. We didn't choose our teams or anything like that, so we had to work with people that we didn't know. So there was a process of getting to know people, and this is because of my career choice, which is business, is finance, in case I hadn't mentioned it before. And in business, you're gonna have to deal and negotiate with a lot of people that you don't know, and you're gonna have to get over that. So that was part of the purpose of this little project that we had. Our teacher was trying to get us comfortable since we're getting ready to go into the job market. He's trying to get us ready to be able to talk to anyone and be effective, get over the shyness or whatever, the awkwardness, and be business people like we're supposed to be. And it was really frustrating because as a business student and as a person that needs to develop these skills, not just me, but also my classmates, to have somebody that doesn't have responsibility and doesn't want to work towards achieving, achieving this skill of being able to market yourself, talk to other people, was really frustrating. And so this is what happened. We had this project and it took us a few weeks. The project was always, we had to do it in our own time. So it's hard to coordinate. People have work, they have their own lives besides school. And it's hard to coordinate with people and the things that they're doing in order to get together and be able to work on this project. But that's how real life is gonna be. So you gotta be prepared for all of these things. And I did enjoy the project, don't get me wrong, because I do think it's a great learning experience, and it gives you out of your comfort zone, and it's gonna push us forward, for our careers. And that's really important. School is there to help us get a job. It's not there just for us to get a diploma. If you go to school thinking you're there for a diploma, you're wasting your time. Getting a job is the main purpose of going. It's not, you don't go there for an achievement. You go there because you're trying to get a well-paying job to take care of your family. So we had this project. It's really hard for us to coordinate. We decided that we were all able to meet on Saturday and Sundays at different times every week. And for whatever reason, one of our team members decided never to show up till the last day. And we all thought, he made it seem like he was at work or he had something to do, like a family thing or something just came up. So we excused them every single time. Like, we never made a deal out of it or anything like that. He was excused. So we practically did the work for him. It was a group of 4. One of our teammates dropped at the beginning of class. Excuse me. So going back to the story, it's a group of 4. We're one team member short because a girl dropped before class even really started. She dropped the first week, and we already knew that happened by week number 2. So we knew we had a disadvantage compared to other teams, and we're competing against other teams for our grades. So that was it was frustrating, but you can't do anything on the matter because it happened really early and we were in advance, so we had the heads up. So to go back to the problem, we had to do the entire work practically for this guy. Me and my other 3 team members, we divided the work between us. I mean 2 team members. It was 3 with me, 4 with the guy that never showed up. We divided the work between us. We did everything for him. All he had to do was go and memorize the darn thing and then present his part in class. And yeah, that's another thing that you guys are gonna have to get used to when you go to college, is presenting in front of class. You know, I know it's nerve-wracking, it's strange, it's awkward, but you gotta get over it. It's gonna happen. You're gonna have to take at least one communication course, and they're gonna force you to do this almost every time you go to class. So get used to it. But to go back to the problem that I'm talking about, responsibility, is this guy shows up the last day. All he has to do is learn his part, and he's complaining and bitching to everyone that he wants to leave. So one of our team members, there was 2 leaders. Leadership was divided between me and another guy. So that was super stupid. But we decided to tell him, go home. Take the thing. We wrote everything down, practice it at home. Go home if you have to. You might have to take care of business. And he was like, I don't know why he decided to come forth with honesty and tell us what was going on. And he just tells us, well, I don't have anything to do. I just don't want to be here. And everybody just turned around and looked at him super pissed off. I'm sure everybody wanted to slap him, not just me. And we're like, what? And he's like, I don't want to be here. I didn't come not because I had something to do. He's like, I wasn't showing up because I didn't want to be here. I have better things to do. And that just really pissed me off. And I'm the type of person that if you do something stupid like that, I'm gonna tell you something. You're not gonna get away with it. And not because I'm trying to be a tough guy or anything, but it's unfair for the rest of the team. It was unfair on us, having to do his work because he's lazy and irresponsible. So nobody told him anything. I waited for a few minutes, at least 3 minutes, and then I went over to him and I just told him, look, because everybody was still pissed off and we couldn't get over the fact that he wasn't showing up just because he had something better to do according to him. So I walked over to him and I just told him, hey, look, none of us want to be here. We're not here because we want to be here. We didn't know this was going to happen before we signed up for the course. It's just part of it. And if you want to pass the course, get your diploma and everything like that, you got to be responsible for your parts. And he was like, well, yeah, I apologize that I wasn't responsible, but I don't know how you guys do it. And I'm like, it's not the fact of the matter is that whatever you do in life, as long as you're working and doing stuff like this, you're going to be doing stuff that you don't like for somebody else. And I told him, you're just going to have to get used to it. That's the truth of stuff. And it was really frustrating to know that we did the entire work for you. We did everything, we did extra that we didn't have to do to make sure that we passed this class, and not to give him a bad grade, because we all thought we could have signed, because we had a petition that we could have signed, reported him, and he would have gotten a 0 and we would have gotten our grades. Now, we didn't want to do that. That's something terrible to do, and maybe we should have done it, and at the end we decided not to. But yeah, that was super terrible and stupid. This is a guy that's getting ready to graduate and go into the work market, and he can't even do a freaking 2 week, it was more 4 week and a few hour long assignment. Really? I mean, get your shit together, man. Really. And this goes for all of you guys. Take responsibility. Whatever it is that you guys are doing, you need to take responsibility for your actions and the things that you need to do, whether you want to do them or not. It's not a matter of whether you want to do it and you like doing it or not. If there's something you need to do, get it done. If it's on you, whatever it is, just make sure you get that done. Now, for the rest of the video, I just want to comment on some of the gameplay that might be coming up next. Been having trouble with my capture card working properly, so I don't know if I'll be able to capture. I hope to get this fixed sooner. but I'm gonna be sniping. Now, I'm not the greatest sniper. I snipe conventionally, and what I mean by that is that I'm not gonna be moving around. I'm gonna stick to one area and be more of a support player. That's how I snipe, and that's what I've been doing. I enjoy sniping, and I don't get the best gameplays. Usually my KD is negative, but I don't really care. I enjoy doing it, and I'll share some tips and some locations that might help you guys that are sniping do a little bit better in your own game. So that's what might be coming up next. I don't know. I'm thinking of continuing a series. This is gonna go under my college series. But thank you. I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe and like.